Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. So now let's start the new chapter, sound. Hmm? And you all are familiar with this term, sound. Hmm? You now in our daily life, what we hear different types of sound, like the ringing of a school bell, the sound from a clock, the honking of vehicles. Clear? So they all are what? They all are the different examples of a sound. Okay. Now, so what means we can say that the sound is a form of energy that produces the sensation of hearing in our ears. Huh? So sound and this light. In case of light, what we used to study? What was the definition of light? Light is a form of energy that produces the sensation of what? Vision in our eyes. Same way, sound is a form of energy that produces the sensation of hearing in our ears. Clear? So I'm comparing it so that you can learn it easily. When you compare the things, no, it becomes very easy to learn. Okay. So in this case, what definition of sound as well as definition of light, both you can learn together. So sound, now the question comes that how sound is produced. So sound is produced due to vibration. When anything vibrate, then the sound, then there is a production of what? Sound. Clear? So about the vibration, about the motion, vibration is what? Vibration is a kind of a motion. Clear? So about the motion, you know, we have studied in the previous chapter that vibratory motion. What is vibratory motion? So the oscillatory motion in which the body assumes a new shape during its motion is called vibratory motion. Okay, so like for example, see this one. This is what? This is the body, and this is the, if one body is here, we have discussed in my previous video also that if one this is a string and this is one bob. When you leave the ball, means you bring the ball at position A and you leave, then what happens? It comes here and then comes here. Clear? Like this it comes. Then sometimes when you leave for some time, in middle also you will see the bob in the middle also. So position A, position B, and then position C. Clear? So in this way, what happened? The body is oscillating. This is called as what? This is called as oscillatory motion. But in case of vibratory motion, what happened? Both the end fixed. Clear? And what is happening here? Is the shape of the body changing? No, shape of the body is not changing. But in case of vibration, like you fix two nails here. Two nails here you fix, and in between you fix one rubber band. Clear? And you pull the rubber band. You pull the rubber band. So what will happen? When you pull the rubber band and you leave, then it starts vibrating. Clear? In this direction it starts vibrating up and down, up and down. So when it moves up and down, then its shape changes. This is the difference between the oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. So we can say that the vibratory motion is a kind of what? Oscillatory motion. But what is the difference? In vibratory motion, there is no shape, there is no change in shape of the body, whereas in vibratory motion, there is a change in shape of the body. Clear? So this is the definition of vibratory motion, that the oscillatory motion. Clear? The oscillatory motion in which the body assumes a new shape during its motion is called vibratory motion. In vibratory motion, a part of the body oscillates, keeping its other part fixed. Yes. So in case what happened here? Here these two parts are what? These two parts are fixed, and here the shape is changing. Clear? Now, so we can say that how the sound is produced? Sound is produced when a body vibrates, or we can say that each source of sound is what? Vibrating body. When we speak, then what happened? The air in front of our mouth starts vibrating, and that air, that vibration moves where? To the ear of the other people. Then there is a sensation of hearing in that ear, and the person is able to listen us, clear, to hear our sound. Okay, so examples like when you blow a whistle, the vibration of particles in air produce sound. Then another example, when we speak, what happens? Our vocal cords vibrate to produce sound in the larynx. Larynx is called as what? Voice box. Okay. So in the larynx, and this can be felt by placing our hand on the throat. So when you speak, that time you keep your you keep your hand on your throat. You will see that something moves. Now also, if you say something, you will notice that something is moving in the throat. What is that? That is the vibration. Vibration where? In the larynx. What is larynx? Voice box. Okay. Same way, when a bell is struck, when a bell is struck, it vibrates to produce sound. This is very common. Like when you struck anything, matters when you are struck, then also sonorous sound is produced, and that sonorous sound is produced what? Due to vibration. Okay. So one activity is here. This activity you can do at home also. Okay. So for this, take a ruler, press its one end on the table. Clear? See the picture. Press its one end on the table with the left hand and pull the other end of the ruler with the right hand and then leave. What will happen? Yes, the ruler will start vibrating. Vibrating means the ruler will start moving to and fro, and a humming sound is heard. And after some times the ruler stops vibrating, and as the ruler stops vibrating, what will happen? You will not hear any sound. So this activity indicates that yes, vibrating ruler produces sound, or sound is produced due to vibrations. Another activity is here. Take a rubber band. This also you can do at home. Take a rubber band, cut it to get a string. Hold one end of the string in your mouth under the teeth, and the other end in your hand. Stretch it. Now plug the string at its middle a little to one side with the help of a finger of the other hand. Means you have to pull it. Clear? Just plug the string in the middle. You will notice that the string starts vibrating. String means what? That the rubber band. Okay. And a feeble sound is heard. After some time, when you will stop vibrating, when the rubber band will stop vibrating, then you will not get any sound. So this also proves that sound is produced when a body vibrates. Clear? Another example, must have done also many times. If you are having younger brother or sister, then you must have this one at home also. So what happened? This is a drum. Clear? So when you beat, what happened? You hear the sound. So if you touch the membrane of the drum, as you start beating and you touch, you will feel the vibration. Yes. So when the membrane stops vibrating, then you will not get any sound. Clear? Then there is no sound. So this also proves that vibration is the main cause for the production of what? Sound. Clear? Another example, another activity, just now I have explained, and see it is here. Set, plug a string, fix to a string as it is shown here, and then plug a string of a sitar or guitar or anything. Clear? Any string you can take, and then you pull the string in the middle. What will happen? You will find the string will start moving to and fro from its rest position. Rest position means the first time when you fixed this string to the nails. So that position is what? Rest position. And when you start experiment, when you start doing activity, then what happens? You will find that this string is moving up and down, and this indicates that vibration is the main cause of what? For the production of sound. Okay. Another thing is that here tuning fork. Clear? You must have, this you will not get at home, but when you will do the practical, you will get the tuning fork. This is the structure of the tuning fork. Clear? This is the structure, and you can see this is the U-shaped, yes, this is the U-shaped metallic piece, and there is a stem in the middle. This is called as stem or handle. Clear? We hold this instrument through this handle, and these two are arms, called arms, also called as prongs. Clear? So when we use this one, when we use this by using this handle, and we struck it on our hand or a soft pad. Clear? Means like not very hard. So when we struck, what will happen? It starts, and you will bring this to your to your ear, very close to the ear. You will find that this is vibrating, and a sound, feeble sound, you will hear. Clear? So this indicates that yes, that vibration is the main cause for the production of a sound. Okay, so here it is. See, take a tuning fork and strike it against a rubber pad. Okay, this is rubber pad. You will hear its feeble sound. Now bring the tuning fork near a table tennis ball also you can bring it, and now bring the tuning fork near a table tennis ball suspended by a thread, and then you will notice that the ball jumps to and fro on touching the prongs of this tuning fork. This shows that the prongs of the tuning fork are vibrating, and because of this vibration, the ball is what? Moving. Clear? And why this ball is moving? Because as it's vibrates, then it forces this ball to move. This shows that prongs of the tuning fork are vibrating, and when its prongs stop vibrating, ball stop oscillating, and no sound is heard. This shows that vibration of prongs of a tuning fork produces sound. So this all is about to prove that vibration is the main cause of a sound. Clear? And many examples we have studied here, many examples you must have seen, you must have noticed. You are a science student, you must have noticed all around that when anything vibrate, then only there is a production of a sound. Now we will study about the different musical instruments, not in detail, in very brief. Okay, so the lines that I'll discuss here, only those lines will be important. So the first is, all musical instruments produce sound due to vibration. Clear? All musical instruments produce sound due to vibration, and the musical instrument like whistle, flute, they are what? They are in the form of pipes and produce sound. When they produce sound, when air is blown into them, and thus the column of air inside them vibrates, producing sound. Okay, next is the musical instrument like a harmonium and mouth organ contain metal reeds. Metal reeds are what? Metal reeds are inside this instrument, mouth organ and harmonium, and they are arranged like this type of arrangement. In that you will see like this. Suppose metal reeds are here, then this type of arrangement you will find. So when we start, yes, this like this. Clear? So they only vibrate. They are present where? Inside this, and they only, this type of structure is present inside it, and they starts vibrating, and then there is a production of what? Sound. So the musical instrument like harmonium and mouth organ contain metal reeds, and they produce sound when air is blown through them. So what are the name the musical instruments which are in the form of pipe. Clear? Name the musical instruments which are in the form of pipe. So your answer will be what? Whistle, flute and clarinet. And name the musical instrument which are in the form of what? Which contain the metal reeds. So examples will be harmonium and mouth organ. Then name the musical instrument or name the stringed instruments. Then your answer will be sitar, guitar, piano, violin. Or if the question is name the musical instrument which have strings, then also your answer will be what? Yes, your answer will be sitar, guitar, piano, violin, etc. So this stringed instrument, the question can be in two form. First, name the stringed instrument, and the second way, name the musical instruments which contain strings. Then in both the cases, the answer will be sitar, guitar, piano and violin. Okay. Now, next is the instrument like drum, tabla, dholak, they have what? Leather membrane is made to vibrate. So, give the examples of the musical instrument in which leather membrane is made to vibrate. Clear? Give the examples of the musical instrument in which leather membrane is made to vibrate. Then the examples will be what? Drum, tabla, dholak, etc. Okay. So like this you can learn, you can prepare. Next is the human beings. That also not in detail you have to study. So we human beings produce sound when our vocal cords. I have discussed also vocal cords means larynx, clear, voice box. So when there is a production of sound, when our vocal cords vibrate on blowing air through them by our lungs. Our throat has what? Larynx, and this is called as voice box. Okay, so it is designed to produce voice, and then what? Yes, it is designed to produce voice, and that is why it is called as voice box. And what is the another name of voice box? Larynx. Clear? Larynx is the another name of what? Voice box. Okay. Now next. We can feel the vibration of vocal cords when reciting or speaking if we put our fingers on our throat. As I have discussed earlier also, that when we speak, clear, then that when you speak anything, when you say any words, you keep your finger on your throat, you will find that the vocal cords vibrating, and that is the main cause of production of sound. Okay. Now some animals like birds, frogs, they also produce sound due to vibration of their vocal cords. But in some animals, what? Vocal cords are not. They don't have the vocal cords, vocal boxes. Like bees. Bees do not have voice boxes. They produce sound by moving their wings up and down very fast. So give the example of the animal which do not have voice box. And how do they produce sound? Then your answer will be bees do not have the voice boxes and they produce sound by moving their wings up and down very fast. Clear? Okay. Now, next, sound needs a medium for propagation. Clear? Yes. So, means without medium, sound cannot travel. Sound cannot travel in vacuum also. Clear? So sound cannot travel through vacuum. Vacuum means what? There is no medium. Vacuum means no medium is there. So sound cannot travel through a vacuum. Sound always requires what? A medium for its propagation. Propagation means what? That is for traveling from one point to another. The following simple experiment demonstrate this fact. So for this, take an electric bell and an airtight glass jar connected to a vacuum pump. You can see here. Okay, this, and it is connected to the vacuum pump here. This is the vacuum pump. Okay. Now connect the bell to a battery through a switch. So you can see one circuit here. This is switch, this is the battery. Clear? And this is complete circuit you will find here. On pressing the switch, the bell starts ringing and a sound is heard. Clear? This happens in normal case, that as we switch on, the circuit becomes complete and then we can hear the sound of the bell. The sound reaches us through the air in the jar, because inside the jar what is present there? Air is present there. Now start the vacuum pump. So as we start the vacuum pump, what will happen? All the air from the inside, means all the air present inside the jar will come out. Okay. So it withdraws the air from the jar. You will notice that As the jar is evacuated, the sound becomes feeble and feeble. Yes. After some time, when no air is left within the jar, then what happened? No sound is heard. However, the hammer of the electric bell can be still seen striking the gong. But what about the sound? No, we cannot hear any sound. The reason is that when no air is left in the jar, the sound does not reach us, although the bell is ringing or vibrating. So, sound cannot travel through vacuum. Sound always needs what? A medium for its propagation. On the moon and in space, there is no atmosphere, and that is why two persons cannot hear each other. Okay? Now, the need of the medium for the propagation of sound can be demonstrated by the following activity. So, this activity is also given here. Clear? So, from this activity, you can come to know that medium is very, very important for the propagation of sound. So for this, take a tumbler and place a mobile phone A into it. Now ring the mobile phone from another mobile phone B outside the tumbler, as you can hear the sound of the ring of mobile phone A outside the tumbler. Because why? Because there is air in the tumbler through which sound of the ring propagates to reach your ear. Okay. Now cover the mouth of the tumbler with a card. Okay, with a card it is covered. You can see here blue color card is here. Cardboard lid having a small hole is here. Okay, with the help of sellotape so that it becomes what? Airtight. Then pass a straw. You can see a straw here. Then pass a straw through the hole in the lid and suck the air of the tumbler. Again ring the mobile A from mobile B. You will find that the sound of ring gradually decreases. Why? Because air is what? Withdrawn from it. Okay. So again ring the mobile A from mobile B. You will find that the sound of ring gradually decreases as air is withdrawn from the tumbler, and ultimately when almost all the air of the tumbler has been sucked out, no sound is heard. And this shows that presence of medium is what? Very, very important for the propagation of sound. So sound can travel in all medium: solid, liquid and gases. Clear? And after this, how sound travel in solid, liquid and gases, this I'll discuss, this I'll explain in the next class. Okay, till then you all please go through the topic that I have discussed. Okay, learn all the lines, important lines, all the definitions, all the important things from this topic. Thank you.